Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are back in Minecraft today. Going to be working on some more of the river details and other things around the Westhill Valley. We were working on the East River out this way last time, and there needs to be a few points of interest, I think, added down along here. There's a riverbank, but not much going on the other side, and I feel like the river here is a little bit too deep, so we might try to reduce that a bit, fill it in a little bit. We were working on the shape of this, and it kind of dawned on me when I was looking at this from above on the map that we basically went 90% of the way and then just stopped. Like we shaped it, and then I thought, well, I won't go around the bend. I'll go as far as the eye can see, and then it stops there anyway. So I don't know if I'm gonna leave that. I might go back over there and just fill it in, just to kind of make that feel a little bit more complete. I'm also noticing some of the landscape around here feels a little bit rough. Not so much here, but like there's chunks over here that kind of stick out in funny ways. Just little stuff like this that we can just get rid of. Maybe even fill in some places over here as things get low, you know? Not all of it. I like the fact that it gets low over here. Like this, I think, was an intentional thing. I like that. But you can see the difference between just like the regular Minecraft landscape and then stuff that I've actually gone over. And then around the corner, I want to take a look and see how far I need to take this part of the East River. And for that, we're going to go, I think I'm going to take a look from the road. So we'll just walk around here. We'll go out the south gate, which is going to be this way. And it looks like I might have stepped on some pressure plates here. Or somebody did. This. So this is the other end of the Westhill River, and we actually haven't done the south part of the Westhill River yet. This is all very much just blank slate. I think I stopped about there. So we've got that to do as well. But I wanted to focus on the East River since that's where we were working before. Cosmic Dan, Blast, good to see you all. Blast, on a scale of 1 to you can't reveal government secrets, how close are we to creating Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the lab? Just out of curiosity. So this road is eventually going to connect to a bridge over this way, but the bridge is going to go over a river that doesn't exist yet because we haven't actually pulled the river down to meet up with its friend over here because Minecraft just didn't connect it. This kind of stops. So that's one thing I thought we could finish up. As over here. I think I've done most of the kind of river work from the point of interest down here. So we've got this path that's got custom trees and foliage, and this kind of leads us nicely down to here. And yeah, almost. I'd say the other side of the river doesn't have any grass on it. That's pretty plain. And yeah, nothing happened past here, so it's all pretty basic stuff. And then this, of course, is a secret entrance that comes up to the church graveyard. I do like how connected everything is around here. Very fun. The big arrow is your favorite part? Yeah, that was the Dear Joel on the map. Don't forget, fix this before you call this area done. Notes to self, you know? We're gonna need more food and rockets too. Yep. Oh, hey, look, a pink sign. I wonder who could have sent this. Cosmic Amazon strikes again. Ooh, wow. Shulker box of bones. Very cool. I guess I should be more careful with this data pack. Or mod, rather. If you do it too much at a time, it crashes. I don't even have room for all of this. Well, we'll need some of this on us anyway. Very cool. Bones of Cosmic 2, the skeleton strikes back. It's so long it doesn't even fit on the on the shulker box label. Let's put you there. Need rockets. And make some more carrots soon too. Can I keep the shulker, Cosmic? I could use an extra shulker. Why won't it let me? Oh, that's a shulker. I need to put it in. Don't have a chest out here. Guess I can just put it there for now. That's great. We'll get a stack of grass. Although we probably... I don't know if we'll use more dirt or more grass. Need a bucket. We should probably just bring some of these shulkers closer to where we're working. That might be a better way to do the start of the day, actually. Yeah, let's reverse that thought and let's clean up here. I wouldn't mind having this area nice and clear anyway, because I need to think about what's going to go here eventually. I can keep the shulker, nice. Always use an extra one. Yeah, I wish that the shulker box name, like that would be a really nice little data pack if it was a really long name, if it just kind of like added like a second line, like it wrapped around. I'm not sure what the max name is. SeerOfTerribleOmens, hello. All right, let's just put some of the stuff down we know we're not going to need. Dark oak, spruce, oak wood. Azalea, bushel box, green bin. We're probably going to use those. Andesite. That'll reduce the size of things that we're bringing around. Bones of Cosmic, and there's Bones of Cosmic 2 was put in here. I've got extra bone meal in there, so that should be fine. Potion box we'll need. Grass we will need. Dirt we will need. Iron I guess I can just put back in here. And is there anything over here that I might want? Do I have any room in this flower box? Not really. Not a lot of room. I might just have to make another flower box. Right. That's more specialized stuff. So I'm going to bring the empty shulker just because, and I feel like I've got different backpacks, satchel, carrot box. That has no carrots in it. Oh look, potions of water breathing. Let's use that instead of this. We can actually put a couple of those in here. Yeah, I'm going to have a mess to clean up when I eventually move out of this area. Help yourself to the flowers, Cosmic. If you're in this area, then by all means. I mean, leave me a stack or so, but anything that I've got 4 or 5 stacks of, like, I can't see myself using them. I'm always on the fence about doing something cool, like when we go to the sci-fi area. Now that there's the ability, at least I think in 1.20.4, that you can create texture packs that will load as players go to different sections of your server. So you arrive in an area and it'll kind of give you like a little toast in the top right hand side to say like, hey, do you want to download this texture pack? Oh, that's the wrong way. And you just say, yeah, sure. And then of course everything in that area has the proper texture. So we could make like little alien flowers or different cool things like that. And have that be part of the landscape, which would be cool. Kristen Marie, thanks very much for the raid. Appreciate it. So where would be a good place to set up? Probably right over there, hey? Probably the best way. Although I guess I want to sculpt that area. Maybe we should set up here so that we're not actually in the place we want to manipulate. That's probably a good idea. Let's do it out here. Close to some lights too, which is good. Less bad guys around to cause problems. I'm gonna put this over here. Oh, I forgot the spot. Thanks for the lurk, Mo. Appreciate it. Kristen Marie, welcome in. For anybody just coming in, if you don't know, my name is Joel Duggan, and I do podcasting and streaming. That's basically my full-time gig. And I do the Spawn Chunks podcast with Pixel Riffs and the Citadel Cafe podcast with friends. And there are new episodes of both of those out on your favorite podcast app right now. I gotta actually get the extra content out for the Citadel Cafe later today. Kristen, what were you up to on stream today? Were you doing Minecraft stuff? You were playing Minecraft? What were you building in Minecraft? Anything in particular? Anything fun? So yeah, I think I want to make the river a little more narrow. And I'm going to do that, I think, by putting in stuff here, which I think all of this is coarse dirt. So I'm probably going to dig that up. But first we'll put in a little grass, I think. So this just kind of felt like a little bit weird and wide here. I like what's happening on this left side, but I don't like the right. It doesn't follow quite the way that I want. So I think what we need to do is start here and maybe push this section north a bit. So it feels okay there. I think we probably will fill this in here. And yes, I know I'm digging it out, but I want the coarse dirt back. Because I think what's going to happen here is we're going to fill this in with regular dirt. And then we're going to fill this part in with coarse dirt. And then up here, I think around here is where I want to start to change the side. Yeah, I think maybe we need to go here and then there. And then maybe come out that far. Your comp audio is messed up. Jen Monoxide raiding with a party of 1. Thanks for the raid again. That's the second little raid in a couple of minutes. Jen, what were you doing on stream today? Yeah, I don't think that makes a terrible difference in terms of how it looks from here. So I'll push that one more and see if it's okay. It's a little bit better. It might actually be better to push it, curve it up a little bit maybe. Yeah, because it's far too deep there. So instead of going down, maybe we need to come up a little bit here first. Be more interesting. That might be too narrow. Yeah. Well, maybe not. Yeah, that makes sense. If I make this part longer. It's always hard to do really steep angles. I think that's going to work. It does feel a little bit narrow. Maybe I can just take that whole shape and knock it in by one block. That might be the trick. And how do we connect it to here? We would just probably extend this up from 1, 2, 3. It sort of works. Gives us this really weird flat area over here, though. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Just a matter of whether that looks a little bit too narrow. And I think maybe the trick will be just... Yeah, I think we'll just take a single block off the whole thing. Thanks, yeah, I like the bridge down here too. Alright, so if we take a block off the whole thing, that just means... We'll start here. One, two, three, four, 5. That should be about that for there. And then on this side, it would look like that. Really hasn't changed the shape at all, but I think that might just feel a little bit wider. They're going to push it a little bit farther to the east. That helps a little bit. Got a weird chunk I'll have to smooth out there. No, I think I need to make this less flat. And then we'll pull this back here. That's a little bit better. Still has a slightly weird shape, but maybe we can change the other side a little bit. And plus, if it looks okay in world, then that's fine. And that smooths that out there. Okay, cool. Thanks, Christina. Appreciate it. It's been a labor over the last several years of just streaming on weekends and keeping at it, you know. So if we like this, then we can remove all of this stuff now. Only because I want this coarse dirt back. And we'll replace it all with regular dirt. Pervasive Tech, hello. How's it going? Enjoying the weekend, I hope? So the easiest way to do this is to basically come out to the edge and go down by 2. And then start to come out by 1, and then we can just go back through and put all the coarse dirt back. So we will go through a ton of dirt doing this, but that's fine. We have the supplies. Pretty sure this is the second time that I've done this riverbank. Yep, out of dirt. That's right. We've got more nearby. That's the other reason I wanted to do this out here, is because we've got extra dirt stored. Just go get some from the crypt. PC issues with your 9-year-old laptop. Ugh, that's no good. I was just helping my mother out with some tech problems. The MacBook she has is so old that Safari doesn't connect to some of the banking websites that she uses. So she had to change over to Chrome because Safari is tied to Mac OS. The MacBook Air, it's a little slow, but it's not like the end of the world. For the things that my mother uses, it's fine. But it's just too bad that they don't continue to keep the security on Safari and Mac OS up to date. It's part of the problem is that the hardware that Apple produces usually lasts such a long time, which is a great feature to have, but it means that there's this point where things just don't work anymore, which is frustrating because, or I guess I shouldn't say not work, the software is just not compatible anymore, but everything works fine. And if you're not a power user and you're not someone that buys a new MacBook every 3 years, which you shouldn't be, you know, I say that, I'm not judging anybody, but like there's no reason to, because they work very well for a very long time. Like I find that the lifespan of my iMac is starting to get to its end game, but I do a lot more on my iMac than my mom does on her MacBook. All right, I think that's correct there. So you go down by 2 on the first one, and then after that you can just come out in regular steps with regular dirt. So that's probably going to fill that in. So I'm going to remove all of this coarse dirt as well. And this is just because I know I'm going to be filling this in, and I'd rather get this material back so I can use it in another spot. Oh, getting a little dark. Nice to be working in an area where there's a path too. I don't have to hop up all the different blocks. When terraforming, do you fill in or do you like a couple layers for safety? I always want to fill in. I don't know what you mean by a couple layers for safety. When I'm filling something in, I just fill it in. It's generally for performance issues, so there's not any places for spawning or for light updates or water updates, anything like that. Darkalis, hello! Get out of the here. Squid, you're in the way. Freeing sacks for everybody. Right, and that's where it connects back to where we had it originally. Yeah, I think this is going to end up being filled in, because if this comes down, and then coarse dirt goes on top of that, right? Yeah, that's going to be the new bottom, so this is going to have to come up. We've actually reduced the depth of this by 2 blocks, which is pretty good. This looks like it's only just regular dirt the rest of the way, so that's good. Less steps. Might be some lines from when I tried to do it before. I just didn't have it the right headspace for it. Done terraforming where I was just a shell that I fell through a hole to your death. Oh, I see. Yeah, if I'm terraforming over something like a hole, like a ravine or something like that, then yeah, I'll do like 2 or 3 blocks if I can. Whatever I can reach that's convenient is normally what I do. And or if I have the blocks. If I don't have the blocks, then I don't make a death trap, but I try to make it a little bit more solid. For that reason, not that I'd be so worried about dying, it would be more about just like the inconvenience of like falling and having to go get your stuff and all that stuff. It wouldn't be a terrible thing. It'd just be like a pain in the butt, you know? Made it look nice, and you found a place to put all the extra dirt. Yep. Yep. So we'll decide later if that's too deep, if we want to have this be the bottom. Probably do. This is unfortunately going to go. It's all right, we can make another one. Cool. Always goes a lot quicker when you've got these corners. Oops. See, this will bring us a bit more in line with the bottom over here. I think we'll be good. Oh, that's the wrong layer. This is what I want to fill in here, I think. All right, let's put in some coarse dirt. So that feels a little narrow. So I think what we'll do is just go straight across and we'll call this the new bottom. And normally I don't do the whole bottom in coarse dirt, but it's one of those situations where you can see so much of this from the surrounding area that I want it to all look really nice. That was not cool. A very long straight section. Even here, we might cap it up. Go up another layer. Can you recommend a path that block that goes with coarse dirt? Depending on what you've got around, I think you can do, if it's in Somerville, then I think maybe packed mud. That's packed mud, right? Yeah, packed mud. Rooted dirt and coarse dirt go very well together. Also, brown concrete powder. And sometimes you can get away with brown mushroom. I don't have any here. Yeah, this is just a combination of the brown concrete powder, rooted dirt, and packed mud. And then also throwing in things like gravel or andesite work well because of the custom pebble texture that we have in coarse dirt. And I don't really see anything else here locally. I wonder if I did anything else behind the church. Can't remember if the church is all cobblestone. Sometimes spruce wood works. Oh yeah, this is all stone. Oh no, it switches to dirt. Yeah, this was an older one. And this was meant to have more wood in it. Acacia might look okay. I think it depends on what kind of foliage you have around too. Like if you've got a lot of light colored foliage, it might look good to have some lighter woods or something in it. Yeah, it's such a small space. We might as well just fill it in. Where do we want it to come down? Probably about there. And then I'll just fill in the rest of the space. Actually, we've got slabs. Maybe I'll do a little... Although I guess we can't really grow any grass on that. That's the other thing. So yeah, maybe that's a no for that. Nope, need a new potion. Oh, it's all right. Now all of this is regular dirt. So I'll have to fix that. Man, I can't place blocks today. Think that got all of it? Yep. So it's a fairly simple change, but I think it affects the area for the better. And again, the reason why I'm doing all this is because when you get up here, you can just very easily see all of that from up here. If anything, we might want to go down a little bit farther. Changes the shape of this a little bit more. It's a little bit better. Cool. Well, that's this part. I think that's looking pretty good. And then we just have to bring this around the corner. After all the sand we've dug up, it feels weird to just leave it. Just leave it hanging around. Now this goes back down. I think we're going to have to fill this in. Yeah, we're just going to fill that in. So that means I'm going to get rid of these. Yeah, that's right. I do find it's really interesting the kind of pattern recognition that's required for landscaping like this in Minecraft. I mean, it's not hard once you kind of wrap your head around it, but there's definitely a few moments where I've had, you know, situations of like, am I doing this right? Did I get this right? You kind of double, you know, second guess yourself. Oh, am I out of coarse dirt? I'm out of coarse dirt. Trying to join up a lot of Somerville with paths, so it's kind of tough with various colors around, which is a lot of them probably. Yeah, well, the good news there is that you could use things like flowering azalea or pink petals or different color concrete powder. Like you could probably bring in, if you've got like a cherry tree, you could easily put like pink concrete powder in your path and throw a little, what are they called? Pink petals on them? That could work too, right? And this is just done this way because it's like a sort of a feature. Like a big boulder. Break time when you're ready, says Cosmic. Thanks very much. I will do that right now since it's dark out. Folks coming in that are new from those raids, I take a break once an hour. Just gives me a chance to step away and refresh my coffee. Maybe get a bit of a stretch. You can grab a friend to let them know that we're streaming. Always good to have an extra couple people around. And we'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. MindTripMedia with 100 bits. Thanks very much for the support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you, Cosmic. Oh, I don't have a bucket. I thought I brought one. M-Dog, subscribing at tier 1, 28 months. Thanks so much, M-Dog. Alright, so this continues along here. I think this is all good. We'll have to come through with some bone meal and make it all nice and fancy. All of this is fine. And then we get to here. And it all falls apart. So yeah, I think I'll stick with the west side of the river and try to make that look good. I think that's the part that I was dealing with the most. And I'd say we have to chop down this tree. Although, it could be kind of neat to have a tree in the middle of the river. What if we kind of lean into that and don't chop down the whole thing? Maybe have it go out over the river. This is the fun part, I think, about Minecraft, is that you can take what happens naturally and kind of lean into it. Oh, we'll leave it for now. All right, don't need this anymore. I'd say that's actually going to go the other way. So I'm trying not to get too carried away. This is also going to be a lot easier if we don't have any water in here. So I'm going to cut this off back here. All right, this feels like a really long, straight section. It's gonna be hard to see. Yeah. This was a cool idea, but I think we'll get rid of it. Don't remember which one of these I placed by hand and which ones were natural tree. Cosmic like the arrow. Cheryl Keen gifted a tier 1 sub to VY Candies. I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks very much for the gift sub. That's very nice of you. I feel like I lit this up maybe. Oh no, there's lava in here. Not for long. And this just comes out the other side somewhere? Yeah, that's fun. And then we're over on this side. Right. So it just connects through there. That's cool. So none of this is really something you can see from the town. The closest, I guess, would be the wall up here. So I kind of wanted to have it at least kind of connect and go around the bend. Right. I just want to kind of have that be done there. And then we'll connect it here. And then the rest of it we'll just leave. Is it a fox in a tree? Oh, I didn't see that. Did not see that. We're in the right area. It's a taiga biome. We're in the right area. See, sometimes the rivers feel really good when they're only like a block or two deep. I'm okay with this one getting more shallow, right? It's the Westhill River that I had envisioned as more of a river that people might travel up and down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Now let's do the other side. And we might make it 1 block deeper. Just to kind of match up here, right? Now some of this we're going to fill in, I think. Oh, I'm going to go sleep. Oh, boo. Hello, hello. Alistair got you the Lego Minecraft Fox set for Christmas. That's awesome. I'm guessing it didn't arrive wrapped. It's funny, Alistair and I were just talking the other day, Cosmic, and he had sent me a DM, and he was just like, does Cosmic still live at the same address? I was like, I think so. I don't think they've moved. I'm sure if they've moved, I would have known. So I was like, yes? Question mark? They're still at the same place. I figured he was up to something. That's a really cool gift. Can you throw a link to that in the chat, Cosmic? I kind of want to remind myself what it looks like. I guess I could look it up too. So it looks like I've done this side as well. But I'm going to curve it in and tighten it up, I think, around the corner here. About here, I think we're going to go to singles. Yeah, that feels pretty good. We'll go over one more. I kind of like this little gravel pile, so maybe we'll leave this. I do like that extra reach they gave us in Minecraft just a little while ago. It really helps. That's pretty good. And then we'll just add to that gravel pile a little bit. Same brain, nice. Yeah, that's set 21178. Okay, that's what I thought. That was the one that I thought of. I wasn't sure if there was a new one or what, but yeah, it's neat the way that it just kind of, it looks like a little fox, but it's like a fox house. So it looks like the fox in Minecraft, but then they've turned it into a Lego house. That's really cool. Actually, do I have, I mean, I guess everybody in chat can follow the link. I don't need to throw it up on screen. I guess maybe for the VOD, I could do that. Hold on. Do I have... Chrome is going to be difficult. There it is. Not at all centered. There we go. Yeah. So it looks like a fox. And it comes with all the little figurines and stuff. Less excited about this stuff and more like just the shape of it is pretty cool. It's neat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 2. Looks a little bit more natural. And then do 3 there, 5 here. Should be good. And I will have to come up with something for this tree. Good enough for now. So I think that should be good. And then what we need to do is just come in here and just take it down by another block. Right. And so that will be where all the water flows. It'll cover over the grass and eventually kill the grass on the sides. But what we should do before that, though, is fill in the bottom. It's not going to be hard. So that should fill in. Then we just do the same thing on the top. Why is this not working? Maybe we'll go the other way. Yeah, that's better. Maybe we'll just temporarily do this. That seems like the easier way to do it. Nighttime, though, gets in the way. Meadow, hello, hello. Making cookies. Now I want want cookies. I baked a small cake the other day. It actually came out quite nice. The only thing I didn't put in it was the coffee that the recipe called for. But because it was late at night, I was like, I don't want coffee right now. But if I was baking it in the morning and I had like extra coffee, and now that I know that the recipe comes out nice, the next time I do it, I'll save some coffee in the fridge and use it. My sister makes a really good chocolate coffee birthday cake, which I really like. Almost there. Cool. Now we can just get rid of all this. Nice. So that is now connected. It's a little narrow. Maybe this piece I'm standing on doesn't need to be there. That's right. We'll leave it. It's well out of view of the town. At least I think it is. This stuff, however, it needs to get filled in. Yeah, it was around this bend. Needed to go at least to about where this changes. So which nearby? Hey, GrandpaCrafter, how's it going? Yeah, the water is doing okay. It's also a much smaller project, so not nearly as much of a pain as last time. Whoops. Okay, that's that side, I think. Yep. Here I've left the bottom just regular dirt. I think we're going to do that just to kind of save the extra stuff. Ran out of coarse dirt. Cool. And then we'll just get rid of all of this. The tedious part of all this is going to be the bone meal. That kind of stuff is going to be tricky. I'm going to dig up the Scrabble in case I want to make some more coarse dirt on the spot, actually. Yeah, the squids really get on my nerves after a while. It's funny every once, you know, like the first few times, but after that, you're just like, it's usually swimming in the way of where I have to mine or place a block, and it just never ends up being as silly when it's like the 100th time that they're just kind of swimming around in your way. Cool. I'll double check how that looks from the wall. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks like the river goes around the bend, and then the other spots that you'd see this from would be down here, which you really can't see anything at all. And then eventually we might revisit this. If I do end up putting in a little bridge down here that I was talking about, the idea was that at some point this path was supposed to have a bridge just to my left here. Don't exactly know where it was supposed to go. There would be a good spot. It would be like a really thin little bridge. Maybe follow the lights. Yeah, maybe here's where it was supposed to go. Because then there's that cave as a fun feature. So we've done enough of the river where I could put this in and have a bridge go across there. If I wanted to. The tricky part would be the steep climb up this side. Like this is quite a steep hill. We'd have to do something interesting there. But this doesn't actually go anywhere. The idea is that it would go through this area here and come out into this plains area, because if we follow it, actually, I don't think I left torches. It's just a matter of like following the clearing, you know, where it's nice and open and where a road would make sense. And then you pop out into another meadow. So like there could be another town in this area, little village, maybe something fun like a monastery or a winery or something could be cool. This is a really wide open area. Has another river meandering through it. I like that it's low. Like I like that you come in at the high point and then everything in front of you just gets lower and lower and lower back down to the river. I think that's kind of cool. And so technically it's the same river. It's the same East River that kind of winds through the area. Yeah, I find, I've talked about this on the spawn chunks before, but I find that with this water work, this river work, I tend to do shorter streams just because I find it a little bit hard on the head. Like, it's not hard, it's just, it can give you like a headache or motion sickness or whatever. There's a lot of floating around, you know, a lot of moving up and down. I think up and down is the issue, because I do left and right all the time in Minecraft. And flying is different. Flying is like, there's a lot of forward when you're going up and down. when you're in the water, it's just a lot of like bobbing up and down, which I find kind of problematic. I don't know if our sand boxes are full or what. I think I'm going to have to put this back in the white box for now. All right, so before I hit everything with a bone meal, I think maybe we should just get rid of this last little bit over here. That was a problem. And we'll finish that off just because it was kind of a strange way to leave all that. So we'll go take care of that. So I don't exactly know what to do here other than to maybe pull some of this back and make it look like there's a little pond here or something. And then just do the same thing on the other side, but we'll make it so it looks like less of a lake. Try to round the river more in line with the other side. How does that work? A little bit too far. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Let's go over maybe 3. Kind of cool with all the flowers around. Some little places like this make me nostalgic a little bit for early Minecraft, like early days Minecraft in a New World. Oops. Wait, is this leading into a flower forest or just an area where you haven't removed the flowers? Yeah, there's a little flower forest here. Just on the edge of the dark oak forest. And then there's like, this is a mix. This is like, there's like birch and things up that way. And all it was just this weird spot that I went almost the whole way through the river and then left this behind. And I thought it looks kind of dumb. So we'll just quickly fill it in. It's not a lot of work. It's not important at all to the build. It's more of just like the weird completionist tendencies that I have in Minecraft. I ran out of dirt. I ran out of dirt. The moo tree. Ooh, birch forest. Yeah, I think that's what's over there. I might actually need more dirt. Yeah, it looks like it's a strange... I guess it's technically still a flower forest. Forest. And then eventually... once you get over by the river, I think it's a flower forest. Maybe it's just a plain forest? Plains. Flower forest, yeah, so the flower forest is here on the edge. So I don't know, maybe this is some sort of natural spring or something. I am not too worried about it. I do want to take some screenshots of the area with the map mod, so I think that's probably one of the reasons I want to have this tucked, you know, tighter together, is because I feel like the screenshots will be better. So then we have to make this come up a bit. Out of dirt again. Shapes come together. think I took all of the dirt, or most of the dirt, out of the crypt. I can't remember whether I took it all or not. I guess I could just use grass. Yeah, okay. We'll just use grass. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. I'm glad that the work pays off in the end. This will eventually turn into dirt anyway. I think that's it. Yeah, like I just wanted it to kind of look like it goes away. Maybe we'll have the gravel just go a little bit more to one side. Now, is there any other place around here that needs a little landscaping? I feel like it's some of this stuff. This feels kind of strange. A little straight, you know? That all looks pretty good. As just like a, nothing about it is screaming like this is really horrendous. There's a little spot over there. It looks like there's like a cave or something. Yeah, some of this looks a little bit strange, but like it's more like the map just being weird. And then there's also giant cave entrances. I'm really just thinking about stuff you can see from the road. A king's secret entrance? Yeah, maybe. That's the fun thing about Minecraft is you can come up with all kinds of different ideas for stuff like that. So just like little touches like that. And I mean, honestly, this is the kind of thing where like I might just get rid of that cave entrance altogether. Or maybe just cut it off from the view from the road. Because this isn't like a place where we want to permanently play and stay, you know, like we're making the build and then we're going to move on to a different area. So there's no reason to have, you know, any kind of like farms or to explore underground. Like there's no real point. So I'm cool to leave it like that. Because we have fun things like this that happen. Maybe what we'll do is just make sure that the whole thing has like a 2-block drop at some point. It's like maybe right here. Oh, speak of the devil. And he shall appear. I'm pretty sure, I thought we turned on the whole creepers drop 100% of the blocks that they explode on the server, but maybe we didn't. There. So that'll keep anything that decides to spawn down there. Imagine that water probably keeps a lot of them down there too. I find the map is really handy for spotting wonky little areas, you know? Yeah, if we ever did anything here, like created like a guardhouse or something, then it might be worth it. But I think right now, when you're coming across here, really what you're mostly looking at is the graveyard and the hillside here. I mean, this could use some TLC maybe, but I don't want to get down that rabbit hole. Over here, unfortunately, we may have to lay in a lot of grass just to try and, whoops, wrong button. Kind of make the hill a little bit more natural. That, or we could replace it with rocks and have an actual cliff there. That might be kind of fun too. Either way, I think what I'm going to do is put like a small wharf here. Maybe not right here. Wherever would be... See, the idea would be to get people to come down here to look at the bridge, right? And to see that there's like stuff around. But then once you're here, I also want people to see that. And if I put the dock here, then they're going to be looking at the dock. But if I put the dock over here, then they'll have to turn to walk to the dock. And then you're like, well, wait a minute, what's that? And what's cool about that is that that's the drain from the pond on the other side. So the pond drain goes underneath the road. Right there. So this little pond drains down underneath the road. Like that. So definitely got some stuff to do there. I don't think I've done anything large enough today to check off anything in the in the book. I think that's all the keep stuff. That page is done. East River and Wharf. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Westhill River South. East River. Well, the riverscaping is almost done. We just haven't done the bone meal stuff. And then river edges. I think by river edges I meant like point of interest. Maybe that's a good way to maybe designate that. Yeah, nothing to check off yet just because we just haven't. Uh-oh. Oh, some server lag. We're probably about to get kicked. Yep. Connection lost. This happens more and more these days. I think I might be looking to change server hosts. Squealet taking notes, place builds in places that force me to view other details before arriving. Yeah, absolutely. It's all about kind of like controlling the view, you know? Designers do it all the time in games like Zelda or World of Warcraft. All right, I don't need this. And I don't need this either. Some of this stuff can be put away. So we'll do that. Actually, Cosmic, if there's anybody that we can send a raid to, that would be great. Sonic, hello. No, bridge over to a picnic area there. I don't want too many bridges. The idea is that I want the bridges to the town to be like keys, points, places that you're kind of forced to cross, you know? Oh, our sand is full. That's right. Crap. Do I have extra sand? I do. Oh, I think my oak leaf box was out there. Guess I'll just leave those there for now. That's full too. Don't know what I'm going to do with all these ink sacks. Yeah, I think sounds good, Cosmic. I feel like Gemini Tay is perhaps celebrating the last Hermitcraft Season 9 stream. So that's a great place to send people. So yeah, I think that we'll do that. So folks, it's a shorter stream today just because it's busy time of year and I've got some holiday shopping and other things I need to get done. I realized that it's like a week till Christmas, or at least the last weekend, because Christmas is on a Monday this year, Sunday, Monday. So I need to get going. If you would like to follow here on Twitch or follow me on social media, it's Joel Duggan. I'm very easy to find. You can, of course, check out the Spawn Chunks podcast and the Citadel Cafe podcasts for free, wherever you get a new podcast. They both have new episodes out this week and are very good conversations. Excited for some of the new stuff that I've recorded as well, because we have things from Archeoplays, and we're going to be doing some extra email recordings for the Spawn Chunks to air over the holidays. So the Spawn Chunks won't miss any weeks over the holidays. The Citadel Cafe might have a couple weeks break, but I do have the Citadel Cafe Roundtable to do next week, so that should be good too. We are going to pass you all along to Gemini Tay, who is also playing Minecraft. And thanks so much for the support today, for the bits, for the tier 1 subs, any kind of gift subs that came out. Really appreciate it. Make sure to check out the VODs channel. And if you're looking to support the streams, then check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. There's also a Minecraft server that you can join there. It's a bunch of very cool, chill, nerdy adults that enjoy Minecraft. Kind of like a vanilla plus vibe like here on the Citadel. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow, 1 o'clock Atlantic, UTC minus 4 hours. There'll be a little bit more Minecraft and probably around the same idea, like slightly shorter streams, but slowly but surely moving forward with Westhill and some of the details. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.